Pretty sure we're live. How are we doing, everyone? Sam here, United People's TV. It's Thursday. The weekend is nearly here. Euro 2020 starts tomorrow. A whole month of football, international football, not United, so I can probably enjoy it. How are you doing? Where are you watching this from? Let me know in the comments below. But there's plenty to run through this morning. I'm going to run through the latest on Raphael Varane, Jadon Sancho, Kieran Trippier, Sergio Romero, a little bit on him, Diogo Dalot, Ronaldo, Mourinho mocking Solskjaer. Plenty to discuss this morning. As always, if you want to send a question in, make sure you do. Leave your comments. Send in your super chats. If you really want to send a question in, I'll make sure I answer every single one of them. And where are you watching it from? I'll try and give as many shout outs as I can throughout the show. We've got a few watching straight away. We've got Jerry from Kenya, got Rob watching from Ireland, and we've got Joni watching from India. Good morning to all of you. And Priceless watching from Nigeria on Facebook. How you doing, buddy? But let's not waste any time. I don't do that, although I'm on time again today. Man, I'm getting good at this. Well, I'm not really, but at least I'm on time. Let's go straight into the news. And the news is coming from Spain, and it's about Raphael Varane. I don't know if it's Varane or Varane. I really don't. But anyway, clearly he's one of United's top targets for a centre-back signing, which we all know we need to make this summer. That is clear. All of us fear that this is just going to be another Sergio Ramos situation, that Varane, or I'm going to call him Varane. I keep switching. We're all fearing that it's just going to be a situation where he gets a bump a new contract at Real Madrid, United's name gets used, and that's it. But that's not what the latest reports are suggesting from Spain. They are suggesting that he has refused the $9 million a year contract offer that Real Madrid have given. Works out to about £150,000 a week. By the way, if you haven't seen what this is the People's Person website. Make sure you head over there. All the latest news covered there this morning by Red Billy. Now, they're saying that not only has he refused that contract, but the Real Madrid want to sell. This is what they're saying. Real Madrid do not want another Sergio Ramos case. And if there is no new contract with Raphael Varane, they will look for a way out. 50 million euros. Manchester United are going to offer him 12 million euros. An unbeatable figure for Real Madrid. Isn't that ironic that Real Madrid are going to get outpriced on a player? This is Real Madrid. This is the team that's outpriced everybody forever on players. Finally, it's come home to roost because Real Madrid they've got so much debt. They deserve this. But anyway, a figure of 40 million has been mooted in the press for some months as United's target amount. So if Mundo's report is true, it would appear that a deal is close. Now, I certainly think that Raphael Varane would be worth 40 million, 50 million euros. United need a partner for Harry Maguire. And it's I know it's painful to keep going on about the news and maybe the tidbits of updates. And look, you all want to hear the deal is done, but this is Manchester United. Unfortunately, I think it's because we're such a huge club that there's a real focus on every single tiny little piece of information when it comes to United transfer. So that's probably why it's played out in public so much and why we all get frustrated so much. But it's important to bring these updates just to see how it is developing because, let's be honest, we all want to know what is going on. So look, 50 million, this is what Rebidi goes on to say, 50 million at this stage would be a financial godsend for Madrid. And they've already signed a potential replacement for the 28-year-old in David Alaba, who they snapped up for free after he ran out his Bayern Munich contract. Excellent point there by Rebidi there. Maybe Real Madrid are going to do what Barcelona are doing this summer and trying to sign every single free transfer under the sun. They got Garcia from City. They got Aguero from City. They look like they're going to get Memphis from Lyon. They missed out on Wijnaldum. I think it's gone to PSG. But Barcelona and Real Madrid this summer are going to be the clubs, where they're really not spending much. They might be signing players, but they're going to get them on free. So maybe that works. Let's see how Varane plays at Euro 2020. That starts tomorrow. He's with the favourites, France. Would he be starting every single game? I hope so. Let's see what happens there. But let's go back to the comments and see where you're all watching this from. I love how many of you comment where you're watching it from. Got Godfrey watching from Senegal on Facebook. Good morning to you, my friend. We've got Nalian watching from Denmark. Good morning to you too. Miklas watching from Texas, United States. Early in the morning for you. And we've got Reynold watching from Joburg in South Africa. I really want to visit Joburg. And we've got Daniel watching from Angola. It really is amazing all around the world, all the people that join in. It's really cool. as always, make sure you get your comments in and make sure you get your super chats in because I like answering your questions. But Raphael Varane, let's see what happens. My gut tells me it's going to be another Sergio Ramos situation, but that might just be me mentally protecting myself. I really hope it's not that. And I really do hope we actually sign him because, let's be honest, he's an elite level centre-back. And when it comes to taking United from where we are at the moment, which is second place on the cusp, to the step up, we need to sign elite level players. So someone like Raphael Varane could certainly do that. And someone else who could certainly do that would be Jadon Sancho. Now, Jadon Sancho. I think the title says it all here, written by Marwan. Manchester United advancing slowly. Yes, it is advancing slowly. But in the last 24, 48 hours, Jesko van, I think Eichmann, works for Sky Germany. He's basically saying, look, Man United will sign Sancho this summer. Definitively. That's what he says. Let's go on to see what the latest from Fabrizio Romano was yesterday. It says Man United are in contact with Sancho's camp on personal terms. Woohoo! We agreed those last summer. But still no official bid. Dortmund want 95 million euros. Chelsea's strong interest in Haaland. Who cares about that? 95 million euros seems reasonable. I would personally say anyway. But it's just, I don't know why United haven't even really spoken to Dortmund yet. Is this just them posturing? Anyway, an update from Jan Egerfjordov this morning, literally 10 minutes ago, saying United and Sancho getting closer. Hashtag development. I like the sound of it, but I don't know what that development is. So let's see what goes on there. I'm going to go over Twitter, make sure nothing's happening whilst I'm live, because that would be embarrassing. No, it's not. Look, it's painful. It really is painful when it comes to Sancho, and the fact that the Euros are about to start means, let's be honest, Sancho will not join United until his participation in that tournament finishes. And England are favourites, well, one of the favourites to go all the way. So it's likely that he's going to be involved for the full month. And if he's involved for the full month, nothing really is going to majorly happen when it comes to United and signing him. That's going to be painful. It's just going to be a delay, but that is what it is, people. Let's see what happens through it. But I'll be interested to see if there's any more updates. Where else are you watching it from? We've got Abdul watching from Ghana. Good morning to you. We've got Kent watching from Malaysia. Oh, look. Mad Nick watching on Facebook from Guernsey. The Channel Islands, the first fella from Guernsey. Good morning to you. We've got Carletta watching from Croatia. I love Croatia. I really want to go back there. Got Wasper watching from the UAE. And we've got Jason watching from Malaysia. It's dead fun. Really is dead fun. I should put a pin in a map and see where we were watching from. Jerry watching from Germany. First one I've seen there from Germany. So you get a shout out, my friend. Oh, look at that. Stephen watching from Australia. Man, everywhere. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. As I said, make sure you get your super chats in as well, because I really want to answer your questions. It's not just all about where you're watching it from. I want to hear what you have to say too. Now, moving on from Jadon Sancho, Kieran Trippier. For me, Kieran Trippier seems like a very smart signing in the idea that it shouldn't cost too much. It'll be a good backup for Wan-Bissaka. If you looked at, I should have pulled these stats up actually. Let me see if I can quickly. I'll put them up on here. But if you look at Kieran Trippier last season with Atletico Madrid, everybody kind of looks at Kieran Trippier and it's kind of like, Kieran Trippier, he's not sexy. He's not really going to help United. But if you actually look at what his return was for Atletico Madrid last year in terms of his attacking output, it really was very, very good. Probably better than you would have imagined it to be. And that's why I'm trying to pull these stats up. Let me see where it is here. I've got it. Let me just log in. The radar. Oh, no, shouldn't be shouting that password out, should I? Anyway. This is annoying. Should probably have prepared this before I came on, really. But, you know, that's what it is when you go live. Sod it. I can't get it up. Never mind. Anyway, his stats are good. You're just going to have to trust me on that one. But Kieran Trippier, and that's why I think he'll be a smart signer, because someone like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's so naturally defensively brilliant, he's learning the game going forward. And that's someone like Trippier can come in and do that job. But here's a clincher. This is from Fabrizio Romano yesterday. Trippier is not worried about his situation at Atletico Madrid. It will take not less than 40 million euros to sign him. Kieran Trippier, 40 million euros. Would you pay that? Let me know what you would say to that in the comments below. But for me, 40 million for Kieran Trippier, you can get absolutely stuffed. No way in hell would I want United to pay 40 million euros for Trippier. For me, he's like it says it right there, 10 to 15 million euros. For me, that would be a fair price for Kieran Trippier. For someone who can come in, is not a priority signing, is somebody who's really not going to play that much, is going to be a good backup, improves the squad, good squad signing, not a priority signing, and therefore spending 40 million on someone like Trippier when you could get basically Ruben Neves for that price. No way. No way. Let me know in the comments below, how much do you think you would pay for Kieran Trippier? We've got Leonardo here saying 15 million tops for him. We've got nope. Ginger J on Facebook saying no, 19 million is all I would say. And we've got Luca watching from Cameroon. How you doing, buddy? But madness. Maybe they're trying to slap on a United tax onto that. And let's be honest, every single club seems to do that for United, don't they? Which is very, very annoying. Let's move on to the next snippet of information. This is about Diogo Dalot. Obviously, he spent last season on loan at AC Milan. And I don't know whether he's got a future at United. I think he's got more of a chance of a future at United than Brandon Williams, who was basically cast aside by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Opportunities when he could have played, he really didn't play. I think even what's his name? Timothy Fosu-Mensah came in, having not played for like a year before Brandon Williams did. Anyway, this is what the latest on Diogo Dalot's future is. This is coming from Calcio Mercato out in Italy. AC Milan have made a first offer for Diogo Dalot, a season-long loan deal with an option to buy. The initial price is set at 18 million euros, but it could be 16 plus 2. But the offer was turned down because United will only let Dalot go on another loan if there is an obligation to buy. And that makes sense. If you're sending a player out on loan for a season and he plays okay, you're not going to then just send him out on loan again without the obligation for that club to buy him. Otherwise, it wouldn't make smart sense. Wouldn't make smart sense at all. So I personally don't think that Dalot has a future at United. He was brought in by Jose Mourinho. He had some promise, but then he got mega injuries. And when it comes to that, and then Mourinho's left, the manager that brought you in, that ship sailed. It kind of passed him by. I feel a little bit sorry for Dalot in that sense, but I'll be honest, I'm not really sure I've seen too much of him when he's actually played for United either. Let me know what you think about Dalot in the comments. Let's see what you say. We've got Eggberry on Facebook. You're disagreeing with me, saying Dalot should be given a chance. Karim saying sell Dalot. What else are we saying here? Dalot is improving, says Abdullah. He should stay. Especially, I think, if we get Trippier in, that's even less opportunities for him, and he's not going to get in ahead of Luke Shaw at left back, and Alex Telles is an all right understudy, and therefore Brandon Williams isn't going to play. There's not really space for Dalot anymore. Our fullbacks are much better than they were at the time when we signed him. Anyway, move on to the next one, and it's that man again, Cristiano Ronaldo. Don't know why I said it like that. Anyway, Ronaldo has decided to try a new experience. Juventus are planning without him. Man United and PSG are interested in him, but they can't pay his wages. Ronaldo will have to take a pay cut, and that's coming from the old school god, the OG. Gianluca Di Marzio. Remember when he was basically the godfather of transfer news? Whatever happened to him? He sort of disappeared in Fabrizio Romano's shadow. But Ronaldo, I'll be interested to see what happens with Ronaldo this summer, because Portugal's team at the Euros is silly. Bruno Fernandez, Bernardo Silva, Ronaldo, Cancelo, Diaz. They got a wicked team. Portugal should be one of the top contenders for this tournament. Obviously, they won it previously. But Ronaldo's 36. Can he do it on the international stage at 36 after a full season? I'm not sure. But that's going to be the big challenge for him. Certainly. And let's see what you're saying about Ronaldo. Ronaldo is just exploring, says Yanni on Facebook. We don't need him. I'll be honest. I think everybody would need Ronaldo, really. Wouldn't they? Maybe not. Let's see here. Yes, he will need to take a pay cut, says Mike. I mean, that kind of comes without him. Kind of comes as obvious, really. But let's see what happens. Kane should be a priority after he made it clear he wants the Champions League and a title challenge. I'll be honest, I don't think there's any chance that United sign Kane this summer, or probably even next summer. Maybe next summer. Depends on what happens with Haaland and depending on what happens with Cavani. Don't see Cavani staying past next season, so therefore at that point we're going to need a new striker. And Martial really has shown that he cannot be relied on. as United's main man, hasn't he? Which is a bit of a shame for him. But he scored 23 goals, not last season, the season before, and you expected him to improve on that. You expected Martial to take another step up, but he didn't. Martial plateaued. He disappeared into the background. Rashford was the one who continued, and Rashford had a lot of injuries, man. A lot of niggles, a lot of injuries, but Martial can't be relied on. But will Ronaldo come back? I don't know whether he'll come back, and he'll certainly have to take a pay cut, but I think, look, I'm so split. I'm so split on that Ronaldo thing. I'm sure we'll be talking about it plenty more during the summer, but 50% of me would love, my heart would love Ronaldo to come back, but my head tells me maybe it's not the right thing for United to do, but I don't know. And a little snippet here on Sergio Romero, because I really like Sergio Romero. I like the way he conducted himself at United, the way he was mistreated, I would say, by United, poorly treated. And reports here coming from Italy, that he's one of the candidates to replace Gianluigi Buffon at Juventus. That would be cool, wouldn't it? I'd be really happy if he gets that #1 spot at a big club like Juventus, and he doesn't have to play second fiddle to anybody anymore. For me, that would be a brilliant thing for Sergio Romero. Moving on. Not sure if you've seen this video, but this is Mourinho on Solskjaer speaking to James. Just have a little listen. Well, we call that live production. No sound on that. That's just embarrassing. Anyway, ignore the fact there's no sound. You can see what the comments say there. You can see it right there. Mourinho is basically having a massive snipe attack at Solskjaer, at United, saying that I finished second, I win the Europa. That's my Mourinho impression, by the way. I win Europa. Bad season. Solskjaer, I've got to stop this. Solskjaer comes second, loses the Europa, but it's a good season. Mourinho just, that is Mourinho, isn't it? But it just pisses me off. And he's so blinded by his own narcissism that he can't see the truth. Because it has been progress under Solskjaer, because there's a United together. Whereas under Mourinho, it was always divided. That season was wicked, to be fair, with Ibrahimovic. That season was good. But I think I'm just done with Mourinho. I really am done with him. Sod it. Let's move on. Let's move on to Bruno Fernandez. Not sure if you saw yesterday. 4-0 against Israel in their last warm-up game before the Euros. Just a calm 2 goals and an assist for Bruno Fernandez. I can't wait to see what he can do on the international stage here with Portugal, with a very, very strong Portugal team. He's going to be one of the central figures in that team. And imagine that Bruno comes back to United next year with the Euros under his belt, with that winning feeling, that winning taste. There wouldn't be anybody better at this club to win the Euros, I don't think. You could argue, sure, it'd be better for England because, we've got Rashford there, we've got Maguire there. Sancho could come as a winner. Hell, Declan Rice could even come as a winner. But Bruno Fernandez at United he's the boss. He's the boss on the pitch. And I don't think there could be anybody better to come back to the club with the Euro 2020 title than Bruno Fernandes, because he would instill that winning mentality into other players. He would demand levels that would way exceed what we saw last season because he won Euro 2020. And I think if Bruno wins and he comes back, he'll settle for nothing less than trophies this season, than titles this season, than 100% in every game this season. Therefore, I think it could have a massive. It's not as if he hasn't already had a huge impact on the mentality and the attitude of United's players, but I think that could go up significantly if Bruno and Portugal win Euro 2020. Let me know what you think. And make sure, as always, make sure you keep getting your comments in. Make sure you keep sending your super chats in because I'd like to answer your questions. Bruno's not appreciated enough in his national team just because he is not a starter. I mean, he will certainly be a starter this Euro 2020. Surely. Maybe Ruben Neves will be there as well. Ruben Neves, man. It drives me insane. It really drives me insane that we're not in for him. It does. Well, I'll tell you what we might do here. I was looking at this earlier, and I think this could actually be quite fun. We could predict Euro 2020 together. You know, why not? Euro 2020 starts tomorrow. Loads of you are joining in. There's tons of comments coming in. So I thought, why not just have a little look? I haven't done this before, so I don't actually know what to do. But let me know in the comments. You can see the groups here. Who do you think is going to put down your 1-2? So put down 2 teams out: Switzerland, Turkey, Wales, and Italy. Out of those 4, which do you think are going to finish first and second? Type those 2. And if anybody wants to do this, this is on UEFA.com. It's the official Euro 2020 website. But for me, looking at this, I think Italy are going to top the group. And I think Turkey's going to surprise and come second. Dan James, it'll be nice if he can get through, but I don't think he will. I think Wales, they had their run. Was it last Euros? But me personally, I think Italy and Turkey go through. Turkey are considered a bit of a dark horse for this competition. I'd probably put Wales third, and I'd probably put Switzerland fourth. But let's see what your comments are. Let's have a look. Got Levy, you're saying Italy and Turkey. You're saying you're saying Italy and Wales. But Lee, over on YouTube, you're saying Italy and Turkey. It seems a lot of you agree with me. No, you're not. Tej Asvi, Italy and Wales. Look, let's see what goes through. I do think Italy will do better than I think most people think. But let's move on to Group B, which seems a little bit simpler. Russia, Belgium, Denmark, and Finland. Again, leave it in the comments. Who do you think is going to finish where? Belgium are literally the number 1 team in the world. If they don't finish top of that group, I don't know. Out of these other teams, it's a guessing game. Absolute guessing game. I'm going to guess Denmark. I'm going to put Russia third. Why not? Put Finland fourth. Maybe I'm being unfair on the rest of them there, but I don't really know much about Denmark. Don't really know much about Finland. But let's see what goes on here in the comments. We've got Belgium and Russia. That seems to be the biggest. Al, you're saying Belgium and Russia. Matt, you're saying Belgium and Russia. Vidash, agreeing with me, Belgium and Denmark. Another for Belgium and Russia. I love it. Look, quite a few. All of us saying Belgium top of the group. That's a good thing. I personally think that Denmark will come second. Let's move on to the third group with the Nederlander, Ukraine, is that Macedonia? It is Macedonia. And Austria. Again, like Group B, should be a very straightforward winner in that group, right? Netherlands. Certainly improved on where they were previously. But this seems like a very easy one too, for me. It's got to be Netherlands and Austria. You might disagree with that. Maybe Ukraine will sneak in there instead. You let me know what you think in the comments below. But I think it's going to be Netherlands, Austria, Ukraine, and Macedonia coming in fourth. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, all the comments here. Ralph, you're saying Netherlands and Austria. Mohammed, you're saying Netherlands and Austria. Al, you're saying different. You're saying Netherlands and Ukraine. And where are we watching it from? Make sure you leave it in the comments below because we've got Mike watching from Perth over in Australia. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good something too. I don't know what time is over there. But the majority of you agree with me that Netherlands and Austria here are going to go through that group. So let's scroll down to the final 3 groups. Group D. England, Scotland, Croatia, and the Czech Republic. Now, I've got to back us. We've got such a good team this year, and it's a very exciting team. So let's see what happens there. And out of those, I really like Croatia. Croatia always seem to deliver in international tournaments. They always seem to overachieve compared to what people expect them to do. And all credit to them. So I think it'll be those 2. I think Scotland will go for a plucky third and Czech Republic will drop to a 4th place. That's my guess anyway. And I hope that's right because I want to see England win the Euros. But we've got England, Scotland, says Tejvi. Vidash, you're saying England, Czech Republic. Davido on Facebook, you're saying England and Croatia. Mike Saul, you're saying England and Croatia. Majority of you saying England and Croatia. And good, because you agree with me. And I've got to change it. On to the next group, and then we've got the group of death coming up next. Jeez. Poland, Spain, Sweden, and Slovakia. Spain is not the team it once was it? So this might be controversial. I'm backing Poland and Lewandowski to win that group. Let's see what happens there. But Spain with no Real Madrid play, I find that hit absolutely genuinely hilarious that there are 0 Real Madrid players in this Spain squad. That blows my mind. But I'm probably going for Poland and Spain, with Sweden third and Slovakia fourth. Now let's see what people say here. Tons of comments coming in from all around the world. It really is awesome. Got Spain and Poland, says Cosmic. Spain and Sweden, says Uncop. Elias, you're saying Spain and Sweden as well. Spain and Poland. Spain and Poland. Most of you, I'll be honest, you're backing Spain to win the group. I mean, I disagree. I think Poland will win the group, but let's see what goes on there. Now, this is the good one. Portugal, France, Germany, and Hungary. So one of the big teams is going out at the group stage. Portugal, France, or Germany. Who is it going to be? You let me know in the comments below. Who's your top 2 here? This is tough. This is really, really tough. France World Cup winners, favourites for the tournament. Portugal, previous Euro winners. They've got Ronaldo. Germany, it's Germany. They always do well in international tournaments. I think I'm backing France. I'm backing France to win that group. And I can't not put Portugal in. But are Germany really going to go out at the group stage of an international tournament? When the hell was the last time that happened? That's what I'm going to go as my 1, 2, 3, 4. France, Portugal, Germany, and Hungary. Let's see what goes on here. Oh, yeah, actually, no. That's a good point there. Remember, 4 of the best third-place teams go through too. I did actually forget about that. Oh, there you go. Look. Let's see what your comments are saying. Majority of you here, France and Portugal, says Gracie. Mike, you're saying France and Portugal. Got caught. So many comments coming in. Olivia. As a Portuguese, I don't know if we can survive this group stage. Stay positive, Olivia. That's not the negativity Portugal need. Look, it's a hard group stage. It really is a hard group stage. That is the group of death. But it's a good point there that was raised. There are going to be some best third-place teams going through. So in that sense, Germany's going through. I'm giving it to Scotland. Sod it. Bring Wales in as well. What about that? Sweden. Cool. That's what I would go for. So in that sense, so who was it? Wales, Scotland, Germany, Sweden. Well, look at that. Mohammed. We're on the same wavelength there, my friend. Same wavelength. Right. So that's all those teams. Let's go through to the knockouts and see what happens here. Ooh. Okie dokie. Right. Round of 16 games. So we've chosen our winners. We've chosen our second places. We've chosen our best third place finishers. Now we get to round of 16. Belgium against Sweden. Type it in now. Belgium or Sweden. Who is winning that game? I think Ibrahimovic is back, isn't he? Not that that's going to make too much of a difference because surely Belgium are beating Sweden. You back Belgium to beat Sweden. They might not have Eden Hazard, but they got Kevin De Bruyne. They got Lukaku, who's just won the Serie A. They've got plenty of quality players. Let's see what the majority of comments here before I choose. Oh, Ibra isn't in the squad, says Nick. All right, never mind. I thought he was. Got Janam saying Belgium, Matt saying Belgium, Rohan saying Belgium. Everybody's saying Belgium, right? That was an easy win. Through you go, Belgium. Congratulations. Is this a simple one as well? Italy against Austria? Who the hell have Austria got? Sabitzer? I couldn't really name you anybody in their team. I'll be honest as well, though. Can't really name you anybody in the Italy team. Italy, once upon a time, had your Del Pieros, your Inzagis, your Nestas, your Maldinis, your Cannavaros, your Buffons. Now, I don't really know who is in their team whatsoever. Is Darmian even in their team? I'm not sure. But let's see who thinks is going to win out of this one. It is an Italy sweep. Oh, this is it. No. It's just an Italy sweep. Italy go through. France against Wales. Well, unlucky Wales. That's what you get finishing third. You get France. Now, Wales massively surprised us at the last international tournament, didn't they? They really, was it this? What did they get to? Semis? that the Euros? God knows, but did quite well. But this is France. This is Mbappe. This is Pogba. This is, oh my God, the French team is so ridiculously good that you surely have to put it down here. We've got France. Levy saying France. Roland saying France. Who else? Vlad, you're saying France. Ben, you're saying France. France, you're going through. Congratulations. As always, make sure you leave your super comments in. Make sure you leave super comments, super chats, comments, where you're watching it from. So many comments today. It's always good fun, these. Croatia against Spain. Now, that's an interesting game. Because on paper, who are you backing? That should be one that I think splits the comments. I think Croatia against Spain. That's a very hard one to call. Luka Modric. How old is Luka Modric now? He must be like 35. Let's have a look. Luka Modric. 35. But it's still Luka Modric. And obviously Croatia knocked us out in the semi-final of the World Cup, bastards. So they're showing that they can do it on the big stage. But looking at this, we've got Matt saying Croatia, Rida saying Croatia, Damien saying penalties. Mark, you're saying Spain. Ralph, you're saying Spain. Rishilov, you're saying Spain. Mushtik, you're saying... Oh, no. Different one. So many comments in, I can't even click on the right one. I'll tell you who I'm backing. Croatia. I think Spain will crash out. Spain is not the team it once was, eh? What a shame. They dominated, was it Euro 2008 they won, then the World Cup 2010. They've had their time. Now they can just sit and enjoy watching other teams going through. Next game, Poland against Scotland. I love Poland. I love Scotland to win that if that happened. It's a sort of game where you can imagine it being like a 1-0 Scotland, backs to the walls, everybody defending. Scott McTominay coming up with a winner in the 84th minute with a pile driver from 35 yards. That would be lovely. But Poland have got Robert Lewandowski, who for some reason didn't win the Bundesliga Player of the Year last year. That went to Erling Haaland. As good as Erling Haaland was, Lewandowski broke Gerd Muller's record, like 42, 43 league goals. Ridiculous. I can't look past Lewandowski. Let's see what you're all saying here. A bit split. I'd say 75-25 going for Poland. So the majority of you have agreed with me there. Let's see what's going on. Now, before I move on to the next one, I've already said it a couple of times, but if any of you want to get involved in sort of moderating the chat on here, because I can't really do it whilst I'm live, send me an email. sam@thepeoplesperson.com is my email. Send them over. I've had a couple of people coming through. I'd like to get a few of you involved, have a few moderators that regularly watch these Monday to Friday and whenever I need to go live. But, oh, I did not know that was going to be England's game. Shit. England-Portugal. I think someone mentioned that in the comments earlier, but I didn't quite understand what you were talking about. England-Portugal. Ooh. Imagine that happens. So if Portugal comes second, oh shit, England get the second place in group. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. Who are you backing? Let's have, before I give my opinion, I want to see what's coming through here. Ton of you think Portugal. Plenty of comments coming in for Portugal. Neil Driscoll, good morning to you as well. From Columbus, Ohio. So wrong comment here. Olivia is definitely saying Portugal. Mark Miles, you're saying England. Sushan saying England. Cheyenne saying England. Who am I backing? Just ask myself a question. That is the old habit of mine. I want to say England. I think England's squad here. It's not just the quality of the squad. It's just it's the depth of the squad. We've got players in every position. I'm backing England. I'm staying patriotic. That's probably going to be wrong. And looking at the comments here, I swear to God, it's 50-50. So many of you think that England will go through. So many of you think that Portugal will go through. I can't really decide, but I'm making my own decision up there. And I'm going for England. Now, Netherlands, Germany. Let me know what you think in the comments below there. Netherlands, they've had a rough year. I tell you who's had a rough year. It's Donny van der Beek, man. He got injured. He's out of the Euro 2020. I really, really feel for Donny. It's so unfortunate that he's got that injury and he's not going to go into the tournament because I really wanted him to. I feel for him. But Netherlands have had a bad... Is Van Dijk going to be fit for them? I'm not sure. They've had a bad 12, 18 months. They're certainly better. And Germany, Two fallen giants, I think we call that. Two teams who you would always expect to go very far in tournaments, but two teams who in this tournament, you're not really backing them to do much. But I will probably agree with the overwhelming majority there. I'm going Germany. You might not agree with me on that one because there are so many people that are saying Netherlands in the comments. But the next one and the final round of 16, Turkey against Denmark. And Turkey is a team who a lot of people are backing to do very well. I think they have the youngest team in the tournament. I think they've done well. That's what I know about Turkey. I don't know everything about Turkey, but I just know that people are rating them. So in that sense, I can't really look past Turkey. Just because I know that a lot of people are backing them to be dark horses in this tournament. Oh, wow. Germany, Turkey. That will cause some serious, not serious fights, but that'll be an interesting political game. Let's go on to the quarterfinals. Belgium against Italy. You let me know in the comments below who's winning that one. Belgium. This is probably the last tournament where you're going to see this Belgium squad together with all the players they've got. As I said, De Bruyne, Hazard. Is Hazard even there? I think he's injured. They've got Carrasco. They've got Lukaku. They've got... I don't actually know who Belgium have got. But I just know they've got a quality team. In Italy, I've told you already, I don't really know who's in this Italy team because it's just changed so much. I know they got Immobile. It's probably going to be their main striker. This one for me is I don't really know much about either of these teams. So let's read these comments. We've got Ben, you're saying Italy. James, you're saying Italy, a more balanced team. We've got Belgium from Swastik. More Belgium, Italy, Belgium. So many comments here. I can't keep up with it. But it's a big split. So what I'll do, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a midget by its toe. If it screams, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny. Italy go through. Congratulations, Italy. That's how it works in international football. You just play a little game of eeny, meeny. That's how it works when you have no idea who's going to go through. France, Croatia. Now, on paper, this one looks a little bit simpler, but I don't think anything is really simple when it comes to playing Croatia. I remember that semi-final with Kieran Trippier, the £40 million man that he is, scoring that free kick in the semi-final of the World Cup. And England were looking good. And then it all collapsed in the second half. Painful game to watch. But France, can they cope with the expectations that are on them? I personally think they can. It's Mbappe, man. He's basically, if he can go on to stay injury-free, he'll go on to better things than Ronaldo could have done. Oh, Ronaldo was amazing, but that injury that he got, I think it was at Barcelona, was just took him away from what he could have been, took that top level off him. And I just love watching Mbappe. He's absolutely unstoppable. Poland against England. I put England through against Portugal. Not many of you, well, actually, as I said, about 50-50. 50% of you thought that Portugal would be England, 50% thought that England was going to be Portugal. So, bit of a spread. But let's see what goes on here between England and Poland. You can let me know in the comments below. But I've got to back England there. You've got to back England. Our squad has way too much talent in it not to overcome. Look, Poland are Poland. Poland are a very strong, disciplined team with real quality littered around it. And obviously the man up front in Lewandowski. But United, I keep saying United now. It's almost like I talk about United 95% of my life. I would back England's quality in the overall squad to win there. Now, this one is a very interesting one. Moving on to Germany and Turkey. Looking at the comments, by the way, it's like 95% England, and there's a few Polands in there as well. Germany or Turkey? Turkey, as I said, they're considered the dark horses of this tournament. The youngest team in the tournament. I don't even know who's there for Germany anymore. This is going to be, is it Joachim Löw's last international tournament? He's been there for so damn long. I can't remember when he came in. But I'm going to go, on this one, I'm going to go purely on the comments. So let's see what you're all saying here. We've got Mohammed saying Germany, Turkey, Germany, Turkey, Turkey, Germany, Germany, German tanks. Very nice. Germany, Germany, Turkey, Turkey. Oh my God, that is a proper split one. I'll tell you what, because I think it'll be interesting, I'm backing Turkey to get through to the semi-final against England. Imagine that. Italy, France. Now, that's a proper international tournament semi-final sort of game. Italy against France. Now, that's going to be quite a tough one to call. Because Italy, you would just imagine Italy's defense is going to be very strong. France, you know the attack that they've got. When you can leave out the players that they've left out, and they've still got like Griezmann, they've probably Giroud will no doubt start for them. Maybe not start, but you play a part for them. And then you've got Mbappe, and then you've got Pogba, and you've got Kante, and you've got Varane, you've got, God, there's so much talent in that team. It's absolutely unfair on the rest of the world right now. But let's see what these comments say. France, 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 Italy, 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 France, 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 Italy, 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 France, France. I personally can't see past France. And I suppose that goes to show how much I consider them favourites for this tournament, really. And it goes to show because they're in the final. England against Turkey. Is this going to be another England losing a semi-final? Is this going to be another Croatia? Because on paper, maybe you would say they're quite similar. But Turkey, as I said, so Turkey got the youngest squad in the tournament. England have got the third youngest squad in the tournament. So two very young squads coming through, relatively inexperienced by comparison of the other big teams. But England are just littered with so much talent. It should be sensational. Jack Grealish might not even get in that starting 11. It'll probably Mason Mount that gets in there. Phil Foden, Jadon Sancho, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Raheem Sterling, Declan Rice probably midfield. Yeah, probably midfield. The further back you go, maybe the weaker it gets. You've got Luke Shaw left back. I don't know who you're going to play right back. Is it going to be Kyle Walker? Trent's injured. Goalkeeper. Hopefully it's going to be Dean Henderson, but it won't be. But as exciting as Turkey is, that England team, and the home advantage, remember, as well. We're going to be at Wembley for this. It should be enough to get us through. I've backed England to go the whole way to the final. A final against France. This is the big one, mate, people. So make sure you get your comments in. Make sure you leave a super chat with who you think is going to be the top scorer of the tournament. That'll be an interesting one. But France against England in the final. At Wembley. Do you imagine how wicked it will be in England to be there, be back in London for that? I mean, that's what it should have been for the World Cup, but we lost to Croatia and France went on to win it. Could this be where England comes through and wins an international tournament for the first time since '66? I'm going to see what the comments say here before I leave my choice. England to win it, says Leonardo. You're feeling confident. Southend picks his best players, not the best team. Maybe it's a fair point. Thank God, Sam. Yeah, thank God, Sam. England. Mohammed, you're saying France. Shane, you're saying France to win it. Alan's disagreeing with me and saying England can't get past the last 16. Let's see what happens there. We've got Cosmic even predicting the score. Rashford and Foden, 2-1. France, says Mohammed. France. England will beat France. If England reach the final, then England will win. There's so many comments coming in. Of course I'm backing England to win it. Come on. As if you thought I was clicking France there. I don't care if I'm wrong. Marcus Rashford's going to come up with 9 goals in this tournament. He's going to score the most ever. Jadon Sancho is going to lift up his England shirt and reveal United's latest kit after he wins the tournament. Declan Rice is going to do the same. They're going to get straight on the bus to Manchester and we're going to win the treble next year. I don't know. Probably France will win it. But if we get to the final at Wembley, in England, you've got to back England to win it, surely. And that's what I'm doing. I'll tell you what, I enjoyed doing that. That was really fun. Let's see what happens. But international football starts for tomorrow. Before I finish, get your comments in where you're watching it from. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's down below. It's free. Hit the notification bell. I go live every Monday to Friday now, hopefully between 9:30 and 9:45. And I'll go live whenever there's some big breaking news. But I really do enjoy doing these. I wish more people joined in, and hopefully the more I do it, the more people will get involved. But let's see what happens. You've got Elias watching from Sweden. You've got Martin watching from Stoke-on-Trent. Matt watching from Bristol. Good morning to you all, my friend. It's going to be interesting. I've enjoyed that today. And let's quickly round up what the actual news was that I ran through earlier. We've got Varane with Madrid not willing to pay the contract that he wants, and United sniffing around 40, 50 million euros. That would be very good. We've got Romano saying that United is still in contact with Sancho's camp, but not with Dortmund directly, 95 million euros. But you've got Jan Eger Fjordorf. Don't know why I keep saying Fjordorf, but it just seems right. Saying that we're getting closer and there's development. Maybe something will happen today. If it does, I'll be here for you. Trippier, 40 million. You can get stuffed, my friend. There's so much else we could talk about. I'm not going to talk about Mourinho again. I shouldn't really have talked about Mourinho once. He didn't deserve that, really, did he? But thank you all very much for joining in today. I've enjoyed it. You've enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. And if you want to get involved as a moderator, make sure you drop me an email, sam@thepeoplesperson.com. 45 minutes. I'm hungry. Let's go get some breakfast. Make sure you enjoy your day. I'll be here tomorrow. The Euro starts tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Hopefully United can sign some players, but I don't think it's going to happen now until the end of the Euro. So let's just enjoy the Euro for what it is. Until tomorrow, take it easy.